Greetings and salutations, my fellow Entropians. That's right, we're still here on Treasure Island, and today I want to introduce you to a mob that I love. I absolutely love. If you don't have this teleporter right here, it's the Treasure Island City teleport. Head on over here. It's the southern one. It's the southernmost tip. It's like right here. This is where my home is. I think it's. I guess you might have to fly over from, I guess, New Oxford and get over here, or just, I don't know what teleports. Just get over here. We're gonna go hunt some fowl. Now, you could either fly out or you could just run on out. We're gonna go ahead and run on out. Now, I am very happy I've managed to go ahead and feed my hungry pet. I fed it all the way up to 100%. It is now happy and very affectionate, and I've been doing a lot of things with it lately. So, I mean, it's a little bit hungry again, but I actually have some backup Nutrio bars. So that's probably a really good plus and stuff like that. Now, we all know that here recently I managed to buy up a lot of shares of New Treasure Island. And Julian McBain said, "I'm not broke. I'm highly leveraged." And I guess that's true. I'm very highly leveraged right now because we'll see what comes into the future and what happens to the shares here in the future. All right, we have managed to get to our zone. We are in our zone. All right, these fowl are actually kind of the highest level of fowl right outside of here is level 15. Now, I have actually come across really good loot here recently, but today it's been kind of on the downslope. Some interesting things have dropped from these guys. So, you know how they always say go out and hunt for markup and stuff like that? Well, unfortunately, some of the things that drop from these things are the markup's not all that great. That's because, well, one of the things that's really been bothering me about all of the loot and stuff like that is the economy no longer supports skins and hides of animals economically. It's really bothersome because I actually like to craft certain things. And one of my things that I actually craft on a regular basis is, I guess, the materials, which is basically textures. Textures basically allow you to put things on things. Put the textures on the things. For example, say like my little ship right here, my little Schleppner. As you can see, it's kind of green and it has Karabakh textures and the leather texture of the Karabakh. And I put that on this ship. It was actually already colored, which I thought was really cool because I like the color. But whenever I put the Karabakh on it, and Karabakh, if you don't know, is the texture right here that I used. Now, the thing is, what really bothers me about the hide market and all this other stuff, the texture market in general, is the fact that it's like it's being gatekept by maybe a whole slew of people, or the costs required to actually skill up coloring and texture applications. If you don't know, texture applications can be used with the Ziplex right here. That basically allows you to throw textures onto a customizable item. And the thing that really kind of gets me kind of upset is the fact that let's take the base materials of what it takes from level 0 to start leveling up that individual skill. And let me tell you, during my long break, I I was leveling up my texture application and my coloring skill to actually it's right there to level 8 in coloring and level 8 in material design. That's the level factors you get whenever you're leveling these certain things. And if you're going to do material design, you might as well also go with coloring as well because they advance kind of together in a way. And this can be shown in the paint market as well, because the starting items that you use to start off with is the Brukite texture and a few Karabakh as well. There's a few other textures that actually starts your skill increase bonus at level 0. But whenever you go to apply a texture that's above your level, say my level's 8, so if I go to do something that requires level 10, the success rate on that is greatly diminished. It'll take more to put down an actual texture, or when you do put it down, it's going to be barely put on. You can barely see it. It might come out as I want to say grayed out, or very light. If you're throwing a certain color on, like say fabric or something like that, because that's where a lot of texturing can also come about, texturing and coloring. So it's going to lower the threshold, to lower your level, and using a higher level thing. And the thing is, once you get to that level of where you can actually apply it, it takes like less. I usually use like 200 minimum if it's like under my level, if it's under my skill increase bonus level, and you'll get like a 98% or like a high 90s percentage rating. Sometimes even 100 for using just 200 units of an individual thing, and you get money back. You get PED back. I think it's like a return of 90% of the TT value of the actual texture. But that in and of itself, the reason why the hide market and skins of creatures have such a low markup nowadays is because no one can actually get to level that skill that requires. So you have like a very small handful of players that can actually do something. As for me, I'm like only level 8, and that's still low level, but to skill it without actually chipping in has been completely just it takes so much money to get the skills up, because the paint cans, what is it? Orange paint cans are absolutely expensive. Because what is it, like 400%? It's been a while since I looked, but they usually go for a really high markup, and it usually just drops from the lower level things. But it's like the one thing that a low-level player can actually make some money off of. But the thing is, these items, they have such a low drop rate as well. It's paint cans, just low drop rate. Now, I can work with green. I think steel blue, olive. What else is there? Like blue. I could work with pretty much yellow. I could work with those colors, and I'm within the skill increase bonus in green. That's level 8. Anything higher than that, I can't mess with. And anything that gets higher ends up not having any markup at all because no one can really use it to its fullest effect. So it makes all these other things just that much cheaper. Because it feels like it's been gatekeeped. Like, completely. And honestly, it's either gatekept by the markup that never goes down, the drop rate that never goes up, and what that basically means is all these skins that drop off of all these mobs are basically TT food. So basically, the entire market of texturing is kind of moot. It doesn't exist. And you can sit there and you can find a blueprint for maybe the material or the minerals. Like there's mineral blueprints, and there is of course like the leather one, the generic leather texture blueprint, or the texture of the generic leather. That in and of itself is like level 20 something, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not like I could really use it. I mean, granted, you can still take any of these textures and try to apply it, but the chances of you actually applying it properly are very, very low to get a high percentage to make something look a certain way. And it's just a waste. I mean, you do get the TT value back from it if you fail, but that's not counting any of the markup that came with it. You just get the straight TT value. Now, I understand that there have been people in the past that leveled this skill up, but back in the day, like things used to like there was a lot more loot that dropped off of mobs. To be completely fair, and then it just with the. I don't think I can even blame Loot 2.0 or Shrapnel in general. You know, it's very frustrating that entire market is just it's busted. And granted, people do the coloring services and the texturing services. Usually, the colors are also textures. They do it as a service, and they like to receive tips for their work. And absolutely, you should probably tip them because it takes so much money to even skill into it. Even if it was like if you was to buy all the materials for TT value, I mean it would still be a lot of money to invest because you only get like 90% of your TT value back when you do something. And the fact of the matter is whenever you're actually leveling up the skill, you have to find certain items. Look, you could texture and color the same item over and over and over and over and over again to skill up. Sure, I think that's a total waste, honestly. But I mean, if that's what you wanted to do, go right ahead. But what I ended up doing instead, I don't know if you knew this or not, but months and months back, I was flooding the market with Sleipners. Whenever I was actually playing a little bit in my off time, I wasn't doing any videos about the game, but I was actually playing. I was behind the scenes crafting Sleipners just so I could color them and texture them to level it up. And here's the thing. All you guys that are going around fruit walking and picking up stones, I was basically, with the amount of stones I was having to use and the amount of stone extractors I had to buy and the days that I literally had to spend at the crafting terminal watching YouTube and anime. Yeah. Look, I was watching anime as I was basically crafting a whole bunch of stone Brukite, Caledon, Soper. I think there was Nisset, all that stuff, and I was buying it straight in bulk. Like we're talking. maybe 100,000 stones and 100,000 extractors. Oh, whoa, actually more than that in extractors. But you can tell that I'm not even playing, because look at these stone extractors and the basic extractor. Hey, what's up? 23. Look at the stone extractor market, the markup, and look at the history, and you'll see whenever that sales price shoots all the way up on at least the basic and the advanced. That was me. If you didn't know that, that was me. And I actually figured out who was actually selling the most stone extractors, and it was John Black Knight. Yeah. Like, I would just routinely check, and John Black Knight, every single time I'd buy a whole bunch of it, he would post a whole bunch of them back up. So I kind of learned a little bit something about the overall market, of who is actually heavily invested in this game, and we'll just go ahead and say it, he's probably really heavily invested in this game, just by buying all sorts of probably just buying all sorts of things and looking where the market's hot and then just dropping everything down slowly and surely. That's probably the way to go. But what ended up actually happening with the basic extractors, why I'm not really touching it right now, is because I think I really hit a dent in the supply, and it really shows. So now people have an even bigger gate to try to cross into if they want to get into coloring and texturing. Because the markups have risen on the base materials required for entry into doing it. Not by much, but you know, a little bit here and a little bit there. It's going to weigh you down eventually. If you're buying it, it's going to lighten your load in your ped card, 100%. So. I'm digging this music. I turned on tension music, and I feel tension. Now, all of that being said, these foul they have dropped some interesting things. I like these foul skins. I'm actually thinking about buying some of them on the open market for probably 200% markup, just so I can get some. And it's going to be probably a buy order, and it's going to probably be up probably in the next couple of hours. If you're interested in getting some actual cold hard cash, you can probably get some of these foul skins. And I'm doing this mainly because I want to figure something out in my economic loophole theory, where the market actually determines drop rates. So we're going to push it up to 200%, a big old buy order, hopefully big enough to where if somebody actually has a whole bunch of foul skin, they can go ahead and make their thing. And I'm probably just going to texture craft with the foul skin. But if you're wanting to sell, I don't think it takes too many to basically get to 1 PD's worth. 4. It takes 4 to get to 120. And at 200%, that's 440. But it's probably you're going to have to sell it for 2. So it's going to be a little bit under 200% markup if you used to sell 4 at it. If you used to sell like 8, you could probably, the higher the number, the more you'll probably get. So, I don't know exactly how big of a market order I can afford to actually throw down, but I will probably make it worth your while. Mostly because I think it's the chill thing to do, to help out people hunting. And if you come here to New Treasure Island to hunt these fowl. For some reason, I swear it to you, if it has a shared icon on it, usually the loot's just a little bit better on it. It just feels like it to me. It just feels like it to me. But of course, this is what, Tuesday? This is Tuesday, right? Hold on. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Some people say loot's pretty bad on Tuesday. But I have no idea. Maybe it'll be better tomorrow. Maybe it's just individual preferences. Maybe I've actually been here way too long farming these guys that I have sucked all the money out of it. I don't know. All I know is another... Okay, so originally I was going to tell you what was dropping off these guys, and my ADHD led me to go ahead and go on that tangent. Sorry. Mind Force. When I've been globaling, I've been getting a lot of Mind Force chips. Getting synchronization chips, which are these types of chips right here. This is a Sync 8 chip. I didn't get this from these guys, but I did get the Synchronization 2 chips, which I guess it helps you with your something. I don't know. Probably just Mind Force in general. Oh, telepath. You become a telepath. So that'll be helpful. And if you're like really hardcore into sweating and stuff like that, Mind Force, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Mind Force is probably right up your alley. Because you get concentration. Concentration goes into like Mind Force hit and damage, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I could easily.
Favorite one.
I could easily find out. Let's see. Mind Force. Let's see. Mind Force. So let's go to skills. Mind Force. Let's just do randomly just this cryogenic hit. So yeah, concentration. So like you get a lot from that, and that's just from the hit. And let's see, and damage. Just so I know. Yeah. No. Okay, maybe just the hit part of things, and not actually the. All right, so I clarified. So that's good. That's good. But that's the kind of items that you're gonna get from these guys. With a heavy emphasis on animal eye oil, which I mean, doesn't have the best markups, honestly. But if you actually got a Simple Conductors 1 blueprint, you can use this animal eye oil and go get some animal muscle oil, do a little bit of crafting, and then you can sell the Simple 1 conductors for, I think it's about 105% markup. So you can do that. That might actually be good. I mean, and crafting's pretty nice. But I would actually recommend that you actually go ahead and at least level something up like that. Most like level up the actual blueprint, because once you get a higher level blueprint, you'll end up with more if you just craft at regular quantity. But while you're leveling it, honestly, you actually get an increased chance of globals because you're actually crafting at a lower condition rate. So, and that's what actually gets you actual globals. In case you didn't notice, whenever people do the EP4s or anything like that, the explosive projectiles, they usually just knock the whole bar all the way down. So it's like they're just crunching everything, getting all these fails. But then when they finally hit something, it's something big. That's why they're actually literally losing more than they're actually making, even though it just pops up on the screen 177 PED. They're doing something wrong. But I mean, who am I to say that they're really doing something? They just like to see their name up in the globals, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're actually making a product. I don't think so though. But if you're going to craft, I would say probably do it right. Uh, Try to craft actual items and then try to sell those items. Um, Whatever markup that you possibly can. I'm really hoping that whenever I do actually put the buy order up for foul skin, um, I hope that it's mostly gonna be you guys selling foul skin to me. Um, I mean, they drop pretty regularly. Not too. They're still rare. I mean, that's the problem. They're still rare. But on the plus side, you can get some paint can purples from these guys. I don't know about out in the wild, not on Treasure Island, but if you do explore the Treasure Island and try to kill these things, the higher the level, the better. These level 10s and level 15s are actually really doing me wonders on the actual challenge and stuff. I think I've managed to go down there, down, foul. Rank 14. I mean, we've been rocking it out. I guess we could actually get something. We're gonna go ahead and up my perception. Yeah, that's right. More perception. Um, I wish you guys luck. Please come hunt foul and sell me the skins. Um, that's kind of another thing, but I guess I'll save it for next time. About how people just TT everything. How that's like probably not the best idea. But I mean, when you're broke, you're broke. I guess just liquidate everything instantaneously, I suppose. Oh, where are those resellers that just buy everything from you and just hold it? Do I have to become that guy? Do I have to be that guy that everyone comes to? Hmm. Do I have to be that guy that makes all the prices and buys all the stuff lower than what I sell it for? Do I have to be that guy? It's gonna be really hard. I don't have that kind of money right now. I mean, it would take thousands of dollars for me to get started up like that. For a whole server of people, yeah, probably more than that, a lot more. Who knows? At any rate, I guess we could go back. It's been what whoa. I'm done fighting you guys. You get to live today. How you like that? Yeah, just you can look at me fly away. Isn't that cool? Don't you wish you had technology like this, Mr. Fowl? Yeah, you don't. It's because I'm smarter than you. Anyways, let's go and do this 25 minutes of blasting fouls and see what we managed to grab. Let's see if we managed to make a profit. Cause yeah, does this thing not have sound? Or that kind of sucks. Ooh, music. All right, you guys ready for this? I'm ready for this. I think maybe we should go in through this way. I'm really glad that they didn't actually do anything to New Treasure Island City. It's kind of nice. Whoa, okay, this is from my last hunt I forgot to repair. But hey, check it out. I've basically put 55 PED into the deed income. The shares. Look at me. It's like half of what I got. Just whatever. All right, we got 89. Yeah, nice. Not even gonna lie. I've actually been losing a lot today, but you know, the thing is, I really wouldn't know exactly how much I've lost. I probably haven't lost too much, for the sheer simple fact that I keep getting more and more items to just throw in here. I mean, I got a lot of stuff. Look at just to let you guys know. I mean, take a look at that. I want to say that yeah, this was definitely me right here. And this is the decade chart. And then once I stopped, it's all the way back down here. But I was buying it at I guess 130 all through here. Um, and then I guess it shot up a lot right through here, but that was like I guess I don't even know. But the prices have gone up because I basically bought a whole bunch of them. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just how it had to be. But I like to save up all of this stuff for whenever I actually want to go ahead and craft these things. And this is like level 22. I'm almost level 9. So it's a thing. And knowing what all you need and stuff like that, it's just kind of crazy. This is like level 19 cornicatas. Um, what in the world? This is actually a tab is actually really low level. It's level 0, so that's another one of those starter textures. And I actually sold some for kind of cheap, a stack of 1,000, but I originally bought it for like 200% markup. So, and I think we can kind of see whenever I was, yeah, this was probably me. That was definitely me. Yeah, I bought it. Yeah, absolutely. So double the price. And to be completely fair, if whenever you're looking at textures, if you want to be fair to the person that actually manufactured it, double the price is probably on par with what you should be paying them, because it's just so rare to get the materials. Like the Karabakh is a really good starter, and Karabakh textures are really nice because they're low level, and the Karabakh skins is a big market on Arcadia, and that's because the low levels can go and gather them. But the drop rate is really low, and that's why it's so expensive. And that's actually what it should be for most of the hides and skins and stuff. But as you can see, um, this foul skin, not even worth it, and that's not what it should be. It should be way higher than what it is. I mean, I would say that a price like this would probably be the norm, but the thing is, unless someone can actually apply anything to it, it's just not going to work out. Holy crap! We've talked for quite a while. Hopefully, I can buy those skins off you guys. I don't know. Oh, look at this! Everybody's coming to New Treasure Island. Look at that. Like, share, and subscribe. Help unhighly leverage myself by clicking the join icon. Um, there's 3 separate tiers. There's the raider, the named, and 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 the really super one. Oh wait, just I don't even know my own tiers. You're gonna have to check it out. You can correct me. Just click the join button down below, and that'll help me out. And then you'll get a cool little icon next to you. And whenever you make comments down below, which you should do. I love you guys. See you later. Enjoy the future videos. Go binge my content. Bye.